Hi, my name is As-Samad, and today I have a jazz line, this lick, that is inspired partly by the music of Pat Martino and also partly by Tal Farlow's guitar style. This is the phrase. It's an E7 line, E dominant 7 line, and here it goes. One more time. So that's the phrase, and there's a couple of elements that make this line an interesting study. Firstly, start off, I'm using approach notes. So these notes A, F sharp, G, G sharp, is just approaching the G sharp, which is the third of E7. So that's a very bebop style phrasing with the approach notes. After that, it goes to a major arpeggio. Now, so far we have two things, and after that part, it goes back into a bebop style line. Starts off on the 9. It's a flat 9. It's actually just a passing note back to the chord tone, non-chord tone. Flat 7, that's the chord tone. Non-chord tone, that's the 6th passing into a 5th. Chord tone, non-chord tone, chord tone. So this is a very bebop thing to do. If you start on a tension, I learned this from studying Barry Harris, his material. And if you start on the 9, you have to start the line on chord tone. So you have the 9, so I have to use this passing chromatic to make everything else land on chord tones on the downbeats. Chord tone, non-chord tone, chord tone, non-chord tone, chord tone, non-chord tone, chord tone. So there you have it so far. And it has a nice flow to it. There's a sense of gravity. The next part uses this. Now here, I'm using actually a G minor 7 flat 5 arpeggio. Oh, you can also think of it as an E9 without the root, spelling out the 9. And then another arpeggio, E7. And this is what makes it feel like a Tal Farlow influence phrase. I worked through portions of Steve Roshinsky's book on the guitar style of Tal Farlow, and one of the things he mentioned was Tal often use arpeggios that shift positions. So I started off the line here, and now I'm in this next position, which is closer to this voicing of E7, and then I move again to a higher position after that. So you have, so it's already two positions with a little shift, and then I go to this one. I start on the root and another bebop, same bebop line actually, just one octave higher. Shift. So it's really a 2-octave Mixo Bop scale. That's how Ed Tomasi taught me in Berkeley for the improv class. He would call this a Mixo Bop scale. So it'll be with the passing major 7. It's basically a Mixolydian scale with a passing major 7, hence Mixo Bop, the passing note making it a bebop scale. Now, depending on how you view it, you don't have to necessarily think of it as a scale, but people like Ed Tomasi, Cheryl Bailey, they tend to view it that if you can, usually descending lines like this sound very bop. Now, playing the whole phrase again, now you understand what's what makes every single thing in the phrase. That's another thing I like to do, which is play the phrase chord right after the phrase. Again, this is something I learned from watching Joe Pass in his videos. He often will play a chord and then play the chord right after that, so you can really hear the line. Even if no one's accompanying you, you can still hear how the phrase sounds like in relation to the harmony. So there you have it. It's a phrase that combines arpeggios, bebop elements, and starts on the 5th position here. Well, the 4th position ends up in the 9th position and goes back down here to the 6th position. So there's a lot of movement, and it will give you a little phrase to practice so that you can practice shifting and not be stuck in one position. Again. And that's the phrase. So if you like this video, please like it, share it with your friends who might find this lesson useful. There is a free PDF, so click the link below and download the free PDF so you can follow the phrase, analyze it. And one of the additional ways you can do to learn the phrase better is to play it in a few keys at least. In the beginning, use the same exact fingering first, because this is a rather long phrase, but play it in a few keys. Maybe play it as a D7 line, a C7 line, and see how that goes. So all the best. Thank you for watching. Hope this is helpful, and see you again next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.